everybody. Oh, we got a great show tonight. Right, Judge, huh?
Terrific.
Yeah, just checking to see if you're still here. All right. It's the judge. All right, so here we go again. The Twitter spokesman confirms that Elon Musk has offered to buy the company again at his original price of $44 billion. Apparently, Twitter threw in a set of nonstick pans, and that sealed the deal. And, of course, the media once again pulling out what's left of their hair. Cue the montage, Sal.
I hesitate to even ask what could Elon Musk be thinking. That's a recipe for disaster.
He wants to remove some of the guardrails around free speech. What does that mean for misinformation? I don't know.
I mean, more open to free speech? I think that's pretty much a haven for
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a hot mess, isn't it?
Yeah.
He riffs. He changes his mind. Sometimes he trolls, I think. So I don't know. I don't know how he is going to run this company.
Have you ever been to a wedding where you're like there and you're like, ooh, they really shouldn't be getting married. You know, this is not going to work out.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon in your future. Was that mean?
Yes.
Good. Now, before, Musk had tried to back out of the deal, claiming Twitter was not forthright about the number of spam accounts on the site, especially fake ones like Everyone Loves Brian Kilmeade 2019. Come on. Both sides were due in court in a few weeks to hash this out, but now Musk can own the company in days. So what if Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter upsets you? What does that say about you? Well, it means you're probably in the media, and you're probably a Democrat. Or either that, you're just jealous he had $44 billion to spend. That's at least double what I have. So why is he a threat to the media? Well, it means that they'll waste even more time online than they already do, because those bots full of DNC talking points aren't going to forward themselves. And unlike the media, Musk isn't moving in the direction of limiting speech, but increasing it. And why should that be scary? Does the media have a word allergy? Seriously, unless you're Kamala Harris, isn't more speech a good thing? Yeah. See, we do clap for her. Very positive, balanced show. But my guess is the only people upset about Musk are those who see their gravy train of lies about to end. They're like kids who had free reign of the house while the parents were away, and now the parents are coming home, so they'll spend the next week cleaning up the mess you and your friends made, and you'll probably have to rent one of those giant vacuums from the supermarket because Cat Tim barfed in the living room. Did I wake you? Anyway.
I'm freezing.
Okay, good. The media knows what they could lose with Musk. It's the freedom to amplify biased narratives to help their political allies, while also suffocating stories that might bolster your point of view. We saw this with Russian collusion, the assorted race hoaxes, Jan 6, and of course, Hunter Biden. They feared that their nonsense might get drowned out by more nonsense, or worse, actual truth. They must feel the same way my competition did when I showed up on the late night scene to drown out their left-leaning stale garbage. Oh, stop. Stop. That was so gratuitous. Shoehorning that in. But if Twitter is truly the country's town square, then Elon buying Twitter is saving the country. As it stands now, Twitter repurposes information into bite-sized talking points for journalists who forgot how to think for themselves. They're the drug supplier who's cutting the product with fentanyl, then supplying it to the masses through low-level street dealers. So Twitter exposes what we know to be true, but rarely admit. And it's not just our strange obsession with Larry Kudlow's socks. It's worse. It's that our opinions come from somewhere else. Often assembly line like brand new Nikes, except they're made by the left and their allies, not child laborers who would do a much better job, let's be honest. If you're a reporter at CNN, which already shows poor judgment, and you can't figure out where to stand on something, Twitter makes it easy. It's the same way McDonald's makes it easy when you can't decide what to eat. Sure, it's not the healthiest for you, but you know what you're getting and you didn't have to cook. So opinions are pre-made, no thought necessary. If you talk a lot about crime, then Twitter will say such talk is racist. If you criticize our border policy, our open borders, well, then that's xenophobia. If you talk about COVID too much, well, then that's just misinformation. If you talk about your kids' education sucking, well, then you're a domestic terrorist. If you question gender affirmation surgery, well, clearly you want trans kids to die. You see, this town square is more like a black hole where truth goes to die, to be replaced by propaganda. It's less a conversation than it is a controlling mechanism against dissent. It is a town square in that it's just like Tiananmen Square, and Musk is the dude standing in front of the tank. Fact is, Elon is simply trying to fix Twitter so we can all participate as opposed to being shamed or silenced. I get plenty of that when I post bikini pics on Instagram. No filter either. But here's the really huge truth. Elon owning Twitter is big because Twitter already owns the media. So Musk buying Twitter means he just bought them too. Talk about truly owning the libs. Yes. Let's welcome tonight's guest. Lefties unravel when she bangs her gavel. That sounded dirty. Co-host of The Five, Judge Jeanine Pirro. All right. He's frustrated, more terrorist than a goat with a chastity belt. Former military intelligence analyst and Fox News contributor, Brett Velikovich. If she were any whiter and thinner, she'd be covered in marinara sauce. Sounds like they want that. Fox News contributor, Kat Tim. And his shirt size has more X's than Kim Kardashian. My massive sidekick in the NWA World Television Champion, Tyrus. Judge, what a rare pleasure it is to see you twice in one evening.
Yes, and within an hour.
I know. They don't know that, though.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, you just blew the secret.
I did.
It was live.
I did. Oh.
You know what I don't see you? I don't see you on Twitter. Do you tweet?
Rarely.
Right.
But I do once
Is
in a
that
while.
a decision by you or by management?
No, it's a decision by me because I don't like the fact that we don't know how many bots there are. So I'm very careful and cautious about what I do. But now that it's going to be truly the public square, and now that Elon Musk is going to buy it, now that, it's going to be open to free speech, I'm more interested in being on it.
What did you make of that dude, Ben Collins from NBC, tweeting that this could affect the midterms?
This is hypocrisy at its best because when Twitter and all social media covered up everything having to do with Hunter Biden's laptop, they thought that that was the right thing to do. And we know statistically that had a certain percentage of Americans heard about that, it might have changed the election. It would have changed the presidential election. And now they're saying, oh, my gosh, oh, no, they're going to have free speech. People can say whatever they want. What about misinformation? These people are not familiar with the Constitution and free speech. They think that they should decide what you say and whether or not it should ever be out there for people to read. These are the geniuses who brought us that Mary Poppins with the misinformation board.
Yes, otherwise known as Scary Poppins, I believe was her name. Yeah, we don't know where she is right now. Isn't that interesting?
She's cooking up some more misinformation.
Yes, exactly. Brett, welcome to the show. It's your first time.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, my
Thank you
pleasure.
very much.
Hold on a second. We're only supposed to have attractive men.
Brutal.
That's a joke. Obviously, he's handsome. He's a handsome military veteran, you people.
Careful, my boo's in the audience, so keep watching.
What do you think about this deal? Do you think it goes through?
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely goes through. And I think any of these woke censors at Twitter that were, stomping these conservative voices should be fired. And I know they're definitely a bit afraid of that.
A lot of them.
And I will also say, I definitely envy Elon Musk. He just seems to have this lifestyle of like 0 Fs constantly, and he just like does whatever he wants. He's naming his children after drones, and he's gonna take this Twitter, this platform and turn it into what it should be. And of course, like the liberals are in this atomic meltdown right now, right? Where they no longer have a platform where they can censor conservatives. And that's the biggest issue with this, is they're upset about that because they're going to be able to go and give free speech. And so these morons that are out there sitting there trying to say this is a threat to democracy, this is a threat to the freedom of speech, they don't know what they're talking about, right? Because these are the same people that stopped President Trump, conservative voices, and really destroyed the free speech and these conservative democratic values that we all know.
It's amazing how things have flipped. It used to be the right that were the speech police and the moral majority, and now it's the left. Kat, you know what is driving me crazy?
What?
I have like a little leak in my left eye.
That's been going on. That's been going on for months.
It makes it look like I'm always crying. No, you know what drives me crazy is the new hate speech is misinformation. Every time I hear somebody talk about the necessity to curb misinformation, I believe they're saying, Greg, shut up.
Yep.
Well, it's the same principle. The reason you're against hate speech laws is because the government gets to decide what hate speech is, and the reason you're against misinformation laws is the government gets to decide what misinformation is. It's the exact same thing. You shouldn't want the government to have any impact on it at all. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about your eye.
No, it's okay.
I don't know.
Do you have any other opinions?
Yeah, I just think it's... a lot of criticism is happening because everyone's melting down, but I love a good meltdown.
Yeah.
And I'm being completely serious, because a meltdown is, we have them for a reason as humans, because they show you whatever you're melting down about is something that you value, that's very important to you. And that's also a chance for you to kind of take a step back and be like, what am I putting into this really worth what I'm getting out? Because at the end of the day, you have to remember, this is a website.
Yes.
So maybe relax.
But you know what? The people that are melting down, Tyrus, are the people who actually shouldn't need Twitter. Like, okay,
Right.
so the people on, like, no, what is it, like 99% of America is not on Twitter? It's like
people
crazy.
aren't.
So the only people that are on Twitter are people like us who already have a bullhorn. We already have it, and yet it's like the media needs to have this other outlet. They need to control it, when in fact, that is actually for people that aren't on TV, right?
Well, what Twitter is for a lot of people is it's their mirror. It shows how popular they are, how great they are. Like when they say something pithy, and everyone tells them how smart they are. It's their little mirror, the little thing. And now Musk is going to come in and take away the mirror. And there might be people in there who say, like, oh, we fact-checked that, and that's not accurate. And that is going to affect elections, Greg.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to just go out and just make some stuff up and have somebody back you up. It's going to completely screw up this whole thing. What do you expect? Everyone just to know what's going on? No, we have to be there. What is Don Lemon going to do the next time an English woman with good history comes on and tweets something? Can't block her, put misinformation. Greg, you're not thinking this thing through.
Yeah, you know what? No one takes a mirror.
No, the whole point of being woke is not to be answered back.
Yeah.
You just say stuff and everyone goes, sorry, I'm racist.
Yeah.
So now they're in huge trouble. And my favorite part was listening to the employees talking about what they going to do when these get there. I think the best thing to do is to pack.
Yeah.
Because this billionaire actually lives in real world problems. So your first world problems and memes, your name will be at the top of the layoff. So dress warm.
I've never been around people who claim they're going to quit, who actually quit.
They're always fired.
They're always fired.
And shocked when they're fired. Like, I can't believe this.
No, but you know what? Also, it'll be let's say somebody else decides that they're going to follow the Jerry Maguire moment, but the Jerry Maguire doesn't do it. And it's like, wait a minute, but you said you were going to quit. Yeah, but you know what?
That was on a chat line.
Yeah, that was on a chat. And I got really good insurance. You know?
No.
If you say you're going to quit. You won't be missed. But you jerks. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.